Welcome everyone. Adam, the Woo here, coming to you from this fantastic cemetery. Here once again with my friend Bill. We just went and filmed an adventure video earlier this morning, and now we are in the third largest cemetery in the United States, is it?
Correct.
And what's the name of it?
Crown Hill Cemetery.
Who are some of the famous people that they might know that are actually buried here in this majestic cemetery?
Well, we've got the highest point in Indianapolis, which is where James Whitcomb Riley is actually buried.
The poet.
Yes, and you can actually go on his grave and.
He was actually up there on the hill, right?
Yep, and you can see the entire landscape of Indianapolis. We've also got John Dillinger. There are quite a few presidents, vice presidents, and just a whole bunch of other people. But the main person you wanted to see is buried right over here.
We're going to show you the grave of someone very fantastic, someone that you might know or might not know from the movie Song of the South, one of the most controversial Disney movies. In fact, it's not even distributed worldwide anymore. And also, let me show you this, is this little thing here as well. He was commenting about how this reminds him out of a Disney attraction, the way it's created. It's actually a gravestone. But look at the name on the grave, South. Song of the South. This has nothing to do with whose grave we're going to show you, but I think it's very interesting that right by the grave that we're about to show you, there's a bee flying by, is a South bench, Song of the South, kind of a weird coincidence. I'm talking about the grave of Uncle Remus. That's right. We were actually out here, when was it? Last winter time? I came through Indianapolis.
I think it was like the end of January, beginning of February.
The end of January or February. We filmed a video at an abandoned insane asylum with some tunnels. It was very snowy. And I thought, you know what? We should go up and try to find the grave of Uncle Remus. It's somewhere in Indianapolis. This whole area was filled with snow. So we actually parked in the same spot and we trudged all through the snow. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we were actually taking our hands were numb, and we were taking the snow and scurrying off the snow of all of the tombstones and the gravestones. Did I do the intro? It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Woo. And the guy we're talking about right here is buried, I believe, next to his father, John Baskett being the father, and Uncle Remus was played by James Baskett, right here. He was a very young man. He actually died at 1948, at the age of 44. Song of the South came out in 1946, and he was having some health problems even when they were filming the movie. And he's actually buried right here. And we didn't realize this, we just noticed it, but they've actually erected a placard, another headstone, dedicated to the memory of James Baskett. In fact, if you look closely, you can actually see that they've engraved or whittled in. There's Uncle Remus singing and teaching the kids there. That's pretty cool. The 1946 movie, Song of the South, featuring the Academy Award-winning song. Very cool.
With the quotes.
Not in your day, not yet in my day, says Uncle Remus, but once upon a time. Of course, the famous song, Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah. Remember that song? Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah, Zip-a-Dee-Yay. If you've ever ridden Splash Mountain, the ride, the attraction at Disneyland and at Walt Disney World in Florida and in California at Disneyland was based on the Song of the South movie and the song Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah that was sung by this gentleman right here, right there. Pretty awesome. It's kind of a hard to find grave. It was actually a real challenge for us to find this last time. I was going to do a vlog back in January or February, but it was so cold out. It was so difficult for us to find it. Decided to wait till it thawed out a little bit. Here, definitely a big difference between now, it's warm, and when it was cold then. Total night and day difference. You gotta love Indiana and the Indiana weather about how it fluctuates from cold to warm. But there you have it. Uncle Remus, that's what Uncle Remus said. Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah is actually a pretty good song. It's one of those songs that every time you hear it, you just get in a good mood. Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah, zip-a-dee-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah, zip-a-dee-yay. Where's the bluebird? I don't see any bluebirds.
For them to come floating
Bluebirds! Have a great day.
Vultures.
No vultures, just bluebirds. Bye.